Doo-doo. They probably won't hear it over the sewing machines. Working all day long. Work, work, work. We'll wait for some homies to get here. Usually it takes the internet a while to show up. Look at that. It's pretty clean.
I'm not gonna straighten it out until Bob sees it. I think our vacuum machine works really well.
Oh, so that's like so very vacuum sealed. So vacuum sealed. The most. Look at this, internet.
But did you see which bag it's in?
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
What's that? Resealable vacuum seal bags? What?
We can flatten it out, or we can do it in
Or
a
we
less...
can throw it. Football. Hut. I like it. Maybe,
Yeah, not so hard
maybe a
to
little
vacuum.
less sucking. Suck less. Vacuum sealer. What up, guys?
Once we have a card.
What's up, homies? What up? What up? What up? What up? We're in the sew shop. I'm messing with stuff. I've been sufficiently pissing the sew shop off today. Just messing stuff up. This is a really cool bag. This was sent to us by a homie over at Cedar Sewing Company. He makes really cool nylon gear. This is a sick little kit. But we weren't taking anything from him. We were looking at like the difference in how different people sew and everything. Yo, where do you get those bags? Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know, Kay Finkelstein? Shalom, shalom, homies. Check this out. What? What is that? That's pretty sick, huh? What do you think? It's pretty clean. Check this bad mamma jamma out. Dang, V1. V1, you guys are looking at it. Look at that Cummerbund. Very cool. We'll get into it here in a second. Tell me if you like that or not. If you're like, man, there's not enough molly on it. Looks suspiciously like a plate carrier. No. No, that's a diaper bag, friend. That's a diaper bag. Little compass pouch there. I likes it. How can I clean my 511 6-inch pack? It was close to a bonfire. It smells. You don't. I mean, I guess you could try to launder it. I have a Marpat Whoopee that smells like a bonfire from a year and a half ago. Yes, exactly. That's what we're actually going to call this. This is a high-speed diaper bag. That way when you spend your money on it, your wife can't yell at you. I thought I spotted an ankle kick cummerbund. Definitely not at all. This definitely isn't how we're building the plate carrier. We definitely don't have two wings that I can attach right here and make a plate carrier cummerbund. That's not, we'd never do that. Why would we give you guys modularity of use? Why would we do that? So yeah, we're in the sew shop today. Shout out to the sew team because they're gangsters. I'll grab some different accoutrements to show you guys kind of what we've been working on and how we've been building this stuff out. So this is V1 of the Cummerbund right here. What up, Medic Mouse? Are you going to start making plates and Kevlar helmets? No. Just no. We're going to say no to that. This is V1. We've already made some changes, but I'll show you guys kind of the idea we're going for here. Give you the bird's eye view. So you have the Cummerbund here, right? Now the idea is these pouches are built off of the same way the ankle kits are built, right? So you have a larger pouch and then 2 smaller pouch, and then you have kind of a pen pouch, chem light pouch, something like that right there. That'd actually be a sick little, so you could do chem lights right here. Now this is just sewn, so it's super tight. But have one there. That way when you're doing all your cool guy tactical marking on the objective, you have that. So, and then the idea is you could take this, and so like if you have a large radio like a Harris or some of those 25 watters, you can go like so in the larger pouches, and that'll hold. These guys you can fit AR-15 mags in like so. That'll be good. Also, you could take like maybe a Vertex radio or a Baofeng or a Yaesu, go like so, right? That'll hold, good to go. Also, we could take this out. Got a smoke here, that'll hold, right? So, versatility of use, right? Which is the key. Like we want it, we don't want you to have to like not be able to, you know, change your kit depending on what you're doing. If you're going to a competition or you're going to a match and you want to run super slick like gangster, maybe you're going to like Chicago and you want to have plates on you under your jacket, but you don't want to look like you have plates on you. That's the point. And so you can put nothing in this, and it's very, very tight, very form fitting, right? Like see how thin this is. Or if you want to go overt, you can have all your gear built out in these tight little wings here, these cummerbunds. And so I'll kind of show you here. Now, mind you, this is all V1 stuff. Like Jen's probably over there shaking her head that I'm even showing you guys this goodness right now. She's like, Bob, we're going to change 90% of that. What are you doing? But that's okay. Stand by. Stand by, stand by. Kind of show you guys. Now the whole thing is adjustable too, right? So like this is all, because it's elastic, you can make it as tight as you want it or as loose as you want it. Plus, because it's all hook and loop in the back, you can stretch it out. You can change kind of like where it's coming from and everything like that. Yeah, 100%. So like you could actually technically wear this as a belt too, right? Like you could take 2 of these, you could just whoom around the belly, have magazines and everything right like there. But like still you got a radio back here, right? And then you've got, you know, some chem lights, extra magazine. You've got maybe some stuff to play with. Or if you wanted to, you know, you could put your big radio in this bigger pouch here, right? Like so, have it seated so that way you're good to go there. One of the things that we're gonna do is we're making some extensions on these straps to kind of change how they lay out. So that way you guys can like make the pouches smaller or you can make them bigger depending on what you want to run. So like if you're running AR-10s, right? That way you can adjust this actual whole pouch, right? Like you can bring the bottom out, you can bring the top out, and you can loop it around, like change the whole design, right? Or if you're like, dude, I'm going completely slick, like I don't want any of this junk on me. Something I want to do is, part of the reason we're figuring out the cummerbund is to be able to deploy your magazines downward from the side, so that way you're not like reaching up into armpit. Camelback and drag strap. Yeah, we're figuring out like all the attachments right now, right? Like the main thing we're trying to get the basic design. Like a lot of us have plate carriers we really like, and so what does it mean to like build our own? A lot of people have asked us to do it, and so the whole idea is like we really want something that's slick, right? That is very unassuming, to where if I put a jacket on over this, like you don't really tell that you have plates on. And you can even tighten these straps down pretty well, right? So hold on, I'll go get a jacket. So this is just a raincoat right here, right? But, you know, it'll at least hide most of it, right? Like, pretty unassuming. Even run it up a little bit more. You just look like maybe a little bit bigger guy, which is fine, right? Especially if, like, you didn't have such a fitted coat like I do, but people got to be really staring at you. I mean, these are hard plates, so add in the fact if you put soft plates on there, dude, that'd be gangster, right? Like, sure, you don't have that rifle protection, but you do have that freaking pistol protection, which is a huge deal. It's very comfortable too. What about side plate inserts? So Jen and I were talking about that today. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make another Cummerbund option, because not everybody runs side plates. Unless you're doing vehicle ops, you really don't need side plates. Sorry, just it is what it is. Like, I don't care who you are, unless you're running vehicle interdiction. Like, most people aren't using side plates because weight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build like a specialty Cummerbund on the side that has like, basically what it's gonna be is, if I can explain it, and I say this now, but this is totally subject to change. Jen and I could like figure out something completely different, a little bit of time. So like, basically the way you see the Cummerbund right now, but instead of this center section, it would be a nylon pocket, or like two really durable straps that the side plate then, because like we're actually planning this, right? Like taking all this gear out and testing it, then the side plate can sit in, or we might make it one elastic pouch with a strap over it, so that way it's light, and you have that side plate option too, because there's a lot of thickness there inside that plate, and so like having it mounted nice and high on the thoracic cavity, but still not too high that it interferes and it doesn't slide, move when you run, crawl, jump, all that stuff, is a pretty big deal, you know. Do you plan to make HF comms backpacks? Actually, I was just talking with a buddy about this. Yes, asterisks. We got a lot of stuff in the pipe right now. Nobody makes a good comms backpack though. Nobody. Who was it? The technical prepper or the tech prepper? He was just talking about this in one of his posts, and I think there's a hole in the market for it. Like my buddy, he's building a man pack right now, and he's on like his third or fourth backpack. Chest knife placement, to each their own, dude. You know, so what a lot of people do is they'll like run it in their Cummerbund somehow, which this will have the option to do, or they'll go behind their mag placard, like right in here, and so it'll have the option to do that too. And so for me, I have a knife on my belt, but thanks a bunch, Bob. Yes, there's a good market for them. Yeah, and like, here's the thing though, like, we got to understand, what does a good market mean? There's probably like 50 people that are out there looking for HF backpacks, right? That's not actually a good market. It is in our head, especially if you're looking for one. You're like, other people must be looking for this too. But there's probably like 50 to maybe 500 of us that are looking for like man pack radio bags. So what we're trying to do with everything that we design is have modular use, like multi-capable use, right? Like the Cummerbund is the ankle kit is the Cummerbund. Like the plate carrier tunes in with a chest rig, the chest rig can tune in with a plate carrier. Like if we make a pack for a radio, it should also be able to be a med pack. It should also be able to be an assault pack. It should also be able to be like whatever you want it to be, right? And so like modular use is huge. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly right, Hemi, right? Like broaden the use case, because if we just do like, this is only for ham radios, like 7 dudes are gonna buy that. And then Jen's gonna punch me in the throat because she worked for 6 weeks to build a backpack that 7 dudes bought. Camelback retention for the back. Yeah, it's a thing that we're talking about. So we're trying to stay away from moly. That's a big thing. Like we've talked about maybe doing laser cutting. But like, I don't have a good solution right now. What we might end up doing is something like this. Like, so you have these 2 tabs right here, and these tabs go over, right? And in these you have buckles, and then you have buckles down here, and you can put your Camelback and buckle it in right here, right? And then it's like super duper secure. Because in my overt rig, like, I have in the back here these little buckles, right? And I modded this. This didn't even come like this. I got buckles and I put them in there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had an option for a necessary like a Camelback, right? And so now I can technically put a Camelback on, but usually I have so much admin stuff on the back anyways that it's not really an option. So, but we're trying to figure out a couple of different solutions, because there's something to be said about like having a molly plate up here, right? Because then you can put your Jaeger mounts or your CAG mounts for ATAC or for phone usage or whatever you're doing. Because a bunch more people on the civilian side are getting into ATAC, which I think is awesome. If you build a Cummerbund that's 1 piece and holds 6 mags, I'll buy all of them. Well, technically all of our Cummerbunds can be as many pieces as you want. Like, I'll show you why. Stand by. So, K. Finkelstein, why no PALS Molly? A hook and loop field with laser etched webbing is peak customization. Why do you say that? Do you say that because that's what the market has done? Like, because here's the reality, it costs more to do that. Like, it costs significantly more to do that versus doing hook and loop fields. And there's other carriers that are moving towards this anyways. And so I think a lot of us kind of get in this, like, that's the way it's always been, that's the way it always has to be. Here's that for you, Palmetto. Like, that's 2 Cummerbunds together. Boom. Good to go. It's almost like a weight belt. And then you have all your pouches. But that stretches too. Like, so. Yeah, so like, get in your brain, like, just because the way the industry has always done it doesn't mean that it's right necessarily, right? Like, there's like, we're trying to build something that's different opposed to like, dude, I have like 5 plate carriers on the table right now that are covered in PALS webbing and moly, right? And here's a fun fact. Half of them that are on the table that have that are all made overseas because it's so damn expensive to make it. Nobody wants to spend that money on a plate carrier. It stretches for chunky guy LARPing. I approve. Yeah, dude. Well, and so like, that's the thing too, is how do we make a plate carrier that where we don't have to make size medium, large, extra large, all these things. Like, how do we make a plate carrier that covers the standard thoracic cavity, but stretches and moves and is comfortable and all this stuff? Yeah, it could be inexpensive, but like, it gets expensive when you start making like 6 different things. For you, pump metal paratrooper, we'd probably sew 2 of these together, right? And I'm telling you, this literally feels like one piece. Like, it actually probably feel really comfortable on your back. Like, this is damn near a back brace. We might need to look into making back braces. This is like a back brace. Like, I just want a quick 6 mags while I'm in my robe. Well, you'd have this. Technically, some of these you could double mag, which is what we're trying to figure out too, is like double mag, single mag, what's the best option? Because like this is a pretty big pouch here, because we want it, we're gonna make it a little bit smaller actually. But we wanted to make sure it would fit like the big smokes. But it's even, if you see how we got a little bit of room, we don't want that room. We want it nice and tight, like so. So we're gonna take a little bit off the top there. I would definitely get a back brace with pouches for framing. Ooh, now we're not even in the tactical world. We're like in a different world right now. See, that's cool. It's very cool. What up, Striker Cade? Dude, how is Striker Cade not an admin? There we go. You've been modded, Striker Cade. Did I see buckets and Bibles in here too? That's my boy. What up, Mark Chase? So definitely a really good option. And like this would literally come off your body and go right onto the plate carrier, right? So I could use the Cummerbund as a holster. Could I use the Cummerbund as a holster as well? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what do you have? You know, do you have a Desert Eagle? Maybe not. Let me go. I can't get a training tool because I'll get shut down. But we've tested that with the ankle kit, which is what we built this off of. And you should be able to put it in here and then right over it, you know. Finger pistols, right? Yeah, exactly, Texas Sheep Lady. It's a multi-purpose, which comes down to the whole thing. Is like we want to build stuff with multiple purposes here. What would you guys like to see in the development of this? Like what you're like, oh, you know what you should do? Like give me your good idea fairies right now, because that's what I really want to see. Roger that, Dano. Roger that. Concealed pistol variant. Yeah, I'm sure that would be possible if you like went to the low vis option. Here's multicam in black. I personally really like the multicam in black option. I think it's so sick. But like this would come across like so, right? Boom, boom. I have it backwards right now. Stand by. Could you substitute a tactical banana, etc. for training and demos? Yeah, probably. I just don't have a banana accessible. Does anybody have a banana? Sorry, dude. Kinetic bean lounce sling with pockets. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. No banana. We were just happy to see you. Okay, so here's that. And guys, like this is literally V1 prototype. So the reason we're talking right now is I want to hear your good ideas. Because you guys are what makes this so dang cool. So like in theory, if you put this on, very low vis, doesn't have plates in it right now, so keep that in mind. But you could have like maybe a concealed device in one of these pouches here, the same way you would a magazine or anything like that. Pew pew sling with pockets. That'd be interesting. That'd be super interesting. I don't know how you would make that work. Shalom from South Africa. South Africa's here, guys. What time is it in South Africa right now? Yesterday. Or tomorrow. It might be tomorrow in South Africa. Side plate. Yeah, so we're making another cummerbund that has a side plate option. In my head, side plates are for vehicle ops. So when you're traveling in a vehicle, like having that side plate there really matters. But if you guys are all like running side plates, 2118, dang dude. South Africa, should I be afraid? I'm a white farmer. Well, they said shalom, so they're probably a homie, and they're probably also struggling. Yeah, pray for the people in South Africa right now. It's a struggle. Sling with Cat 7, bandages, etc. Yeah, we actually talked about that a while back. That might be a good thing to do. Yeah, K. Finkelstein, that's the secret sauce that everybody's trying to get to right now, actually. Shaw Concepts is working on some stuff like that. A bunch of people are working on stuff like that. If we could figure out a pack, and I'm not going to say that me and TJ and the SO team had a meeting about that pack last week, because we definitely didn't have a meeting about that pack last week. But, yeah, if we could figure out an easy deploy flip over bag or a one clip sling over bag, something like that, or even like a crossover sling bag that doesn't interfere with your plate carrier. We're talking about a couple of different options. One that doesn't need buddy access, because you don't always have your buddy right next to you. What's up, NWA Prepper? We're looking at the Refuge plate carrier right now, as it's in the works. It's pretty cool, dude. And we're trying to make it affordable. So you definitely had that meeting, Bob. No. But we're trying to make it affordable. So we're also testing it with different plates right now: steel plates, ceramic plates, composite plates, 10x12s, 11x14s. Trying to make sure that it works with everything. We've got some more soft armor inserts coming to where we can test it with those as well, because these are technically bag inserts. Like, these go inside of a bag, and so and this is technically an 11 by 15 and 11 by 15.12. So this would go in the bag, but it would struggle to fit the whole thing. Bob, how was your Shavuot? Dude, it's freaking awesome. My Shavuot was awesome. I was so blessed in that. That'll stop ball pistol rounds. That'll stop up to 45 cal, I think, or maybe even 50 AE is what it's rated. It's NIJ 3 or 3A. It doesn't say on here. Yeah, but I think 3A is like up to 45. Looks like a T-Rex arms carrier. It's similar in the aspect that, like, it's simplistic. We're trying to do it a little bit different than they do. They have an awesome carrier system, though. We have one of theirs over here, too. I like, what is it called? The AC1, I think it is. Armor Carrier 1. They have a dope system, and they have, like, a lot of modularity. We're trying to make it a little bit more one-size-fit-all. And so that's our main focus. And that comes back to, like, still T and Ian here. It's like figuring out, plus wanting it to work with our ankle rig. Like, having our ankle rig is part of the reason, like, that inspired all of this. Was like, we were looking at this like, oh dang, that could be a cummerbund. And we're like, boom. Yeah, I mean, there's only Pharaoh Slickster too. Yeah, there's only so many ways to do this, guys. Like, you know, our whole thing is can we make it here, make it with good components for our audience at a good price, right? I can't wait till I have my own personal R&D lab as well. Yeah, we've been just nerding out for a good portion of the day. And so Super sick. Yeah, size is the biggest issue for myself and my buddy. Almost no one makes anything for big guys, and that's a big thing, dude. Like we don't want to, you know, be like, oh, you're a big guy. Sorry, no armor for you. Sucks to suck. Like, no, it needs to fit a large spectrum of people, you know. And so, how do we make that fit inside of everybody? You know. And so we're still toying. It'll be a little bit. So guys, and Paul Metal brings up a point. It doesn't matter what shape you are, armor's not comfortable. It's how we can mitigate the discomfort, right? We'll probably offer the shell by itself. Like, we're probably not going to start stocking plates. Yep, and smaller ladies too. We're trying to figure out the lady thing. I don't have a woman's body, and so I don't know how to make that work the best, but we're trying. Bob needs a Flectarn. I do need a Flectarn. I really do. We'll see though. We have talked about that. But we shall see. You stay pure, Bob, in your future female armor endeavor. Hey, thanks, bro. Thanks. I will. Dude, Trevor, what's up, bro? Love you, dog. Trevor's my homie. Everybody say hi, Trevor. So yeah, just looking at trying to build it out in the most successful way possible. Probably, and I don't know this for sure, but we probably will do maybe some sort of molly here because that's easy, and then maybe some molly on the back. I don't know. My ex used to wear his Kevlar vest every time he was on duty. The Georgia summers were brutal, but it beat the alternative. Yeah, I mean, you better have it. Better to have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. I don't know. What other weird stuff are we working on here? Drag handle as well. Yeah. A lot of dudes are moving towards a different type of drag handle, but it's in their molly system. It's a thing. That's a good note. Have you thought about modifying something like the ankle kit as a standalone cummerbund for different carriers with a built-in med kit? Ooh, Daniel, that's a really good idea. I have not. I have now that you said it. Inside padding for shock absorption. That's not a bad idea. We did do one layer of padding internally right here to kind of help with heat mitigation. But I don't know that this is how we're gonna keep it, like maybe a little bit different. So, thoughts on mission configured placards like Haley Strategic? I think Haley Strategic stuff is dope. I do. I think it's very expensive for the everyday consumer. And so how can we take some of that stuff? And like, that's why we like this whole hook and loop system, is we can build a bunch of different placards, right? Like we can do 3 mag, 6 mag, elastic mags, do admin pouches, stuff like that. If you want to do clips, you can do clips, all that stuff. Body armor and African heat don't go well together in the bush. Down here, we like basic webbing setup. Yep, for sure. Chest rigs, 100%. Modularity is king. How's your day going? Trevor, my day's going awesome, bro. Just working. At the grindstone, bro. At the grindstone, trying to figure out how to build a plate carrier. Line the shoulder straps with some sort of material that you can later pull off to undo the Velcro. So we have an idea for that. Stand by. So we have like a padding right here, like an athletic mesh, which we're trying to figure out, and then doing against like a poly kind of fabric, wrapping it, right? So that way, because you'll notice something that's different about ours is like you can pull this right here and it comes off for like quick deploy off, right? You got to get out of there. What's up, Texas team? Shalom, my bro. Hook and loop is great for universal set and many versions, as you can imagine. And that's the whole thing is like, if you guys are like, man, I really want a big fupa right here, right? Or like Cedar Sewing has this dope pouch right here. Like we could take this, you know, and kind of change it a little bit to where like his bags could then work with our stuff, and we could put it on right here, and now you have like kind of an admin pouch or maybe like a hunting rig or something like that. We're just trying to look. This would be a really good binoculars case. He should market that. This would be a sick binoculars case. Now that I'm thinking about it, dude, like 2 straps right here, give a great old binoculars case. Dang, I gotta talk to him about that. Shalom, Rhonda. Will you be making those placards or Molly Field that's properly sized? If we're making placards, they'll be standard sized. If we're making placards, when we make placards, because we're making a plate carrier, so we're not going to not make placards. We're going to make them to fit our plate carrier. So our first placard that we have in mind right now that we're kind of working on is one that goes right here, and it's elastic focused. So that way, if you want to do AR-10 mags, you can. If you want to do AR-15 mags, you can. If you want to do 7.62 mags, you can. And it's kind of a one-size-fits-all, and then you can maybe have some shot cord that you can adjust. And so trying to, like, get outside the box, like, look at, like, hey, here's what's on the market right now, and that's awesome. Like, there's fucking badasses that are designing right now all across the spectrum. That doesn't mean that like just because badasses are innovating that we can't innovate also. And so we're trying to offer that innovation to you guys as well. Phoenix here, how are you? I'm good, Chris. Thanks, bro. I hope things are good in Phoenix. It's probably hot AF there. Yeah, trying to be like really open because like we have a Mop C right here. Like this is a Mop C plate carrier. And this thing is just huge. Like, and it's heavy, dude. Like ounces equal pounds and pounds equal pain. Like if I can come in at half the weight of this, and plus like, I don't know if you guys have ever carried rucksacks with these buckles, or like a bunch of clips on your back. It's the worst. It's just like the worst, especially after mile 5. Like, it's very, very bad. And so something that we're trying to do here is like these straps that we're doing are tough, but they're thin, right? So that way, if you're running, like, you can put this plate carrier on a slick rig, throw on a chest rig, or throw on like maybe a sojourn gear, like a saw rig, or like a micro rig or something like that. It'd be over your plate carrier, and then you can put the rucksack on and you're comfortable, right? So all options. Cody, I'm a line medic in the Army and I run your SOB. It's awesome. Have y'all considered doing a hemorrhage fanny pack? Bro, Cody, here's what I need you to do, okay? Probably 68 whiskey, right? Like, reach out to me. This is on YouTube right now, so you can hit me up on Instagram. So you can do 2 things. So you can hit me up on Instagram, Bug Out Bob Actual. Just shoot me a DM, and we can talk. And I'd like to get your ideas of what's that gonna look like, because I'm not a 68 whiskey, so I don't know kind of like what you're looking for. We've had a couple of thoughts on fanny packs before. I even thought about trying to make a fanny attachment for the op vac. Stand by the contact. So the op vac is right here, right? So this is like the SOB on steroids. I don't know if you've seen these, but you should get into this because this is the shiz. You have one tourniquet on top, one tourniquet on bottom, and then you can deploy either way. But I thought about making a fanny attachment for this to where you can kind of like run it on your belt, get it off really quick. And it'd be pretty easy. It'd be basically like a strap. Reach out to me, or you can just email me, bob@refugemedical.com, and me and you should chat. And I'll try to figure out something that works, and then I'll send it to you. You can do some testing for it, because I want dudes testing this stuff in the field. Really do. I'm using the Velocity Systems APC as of now, but I 100% buy a Placard from y'all. Heck yeah, dude. And like I said, we want this to be versatile, right? Like if I can take this, right? Like look how easy and flat that stores down, right? And then you have your, like, cause not everything is an overt operation, yo. I would argue that it's not. And so like, if I can take my Cummerbund, right? And I have my Cummerbund set up like so, okay? Right? I could take this, load it out, and I can like roll it, okay? And I can put that right here. Like, dude, that fits into a pack so small, right? Or even if like, I can put my gear in this and then store it like a belt, and then I can still take my kit and I can lay it flat against my back like so in a pack. Dude, that's the money. That is the money. Yeah, we're trying, Striker. Yeah, it does seem like it's something. Who is it? I think maybe it's Pharaoh or Spiritus. I can't remember. But they've got like the zip-on back panels. That's really cool. But like for us, like let's figure out a plate bag first. And then we were talking about like, you know, is there a way to like make this whole field like 2 big strips of loop right here where boom, you can just like different back panels, right? And swap it out. And then same thing here, boom, different, you know, different front panels, different, you know, placards, if you would. Streamlined is great for versatility, but shoulder pads and weight distribution is where the rubber meets the road. 100%, 100%. And that's why we're testing out. We've got, I think, 3 different cushions that we've been playing with right now. Got another little athletic webbing here. Different thicknesses, whether we can layer this, right, and go like this. Because the thing is where a lot of the pain comes, from what I've seen, is like, you load these suckers down, but then you have like little sharp things on corners, and it's like the corners of straps that really rub you the wrong way, literally. So trying to get away from that, especially like big buckles and stuff like that, like keeping it slick and flat is a pretty big thing. Ballpark price point, my goal is like 150-ish bucks to you guys. That's my goal. And I have no idea if that's going to be possible yet, because like we have built this one, we've built this one. I think this is the best one so far, technically. No? This one? Yeah. This is the best one so far. So we're really fresh in this, right? The seams will shred you. Yeah, 100%. 100% the seams will shred you. And so like trying to figure out, okay, how do we protect the corners? And so my idea is like Occam's razor, right? Keep it simple, stupid. Like, can we just wrap that? around the seam, right? And that's a little cushion, and it's like boom. And then if I pull, I can still defeat that like shoulder pad to get my plates off if I need to. So really trying to look at it from a designer's point of view. I'm not really technically a designer. I'm like God's strongest autist. So I'm trying to lean into that. The tism is real. That's an awesome price point for made in the USA. Yeah, dude, we're trying. I'm sub 200 for shizzle. Because I see these plate carriers and plate bags that are like $300, $700, $800, and I'm like, dude, nobody's affording that right now in this economy. And our goal, like always, is to get good kit in your guys' hands for a good deal that's trustworthy, that won't break, that's not going to fail you, that's going to work well, that's made here. Like all these things, right? Play rammed my car into a dog park after stealing my grandma's marmalade. No, I don't do B-days. You probably mentioned this earlier before I got on. Are you designing to work with any specific plate brands? We're trying to design it to work with all of them. Like I've got 4 different plate brands on the table right now. You know, I think like not everybody's going to run a Hesco, not everybody's going to run a Shot Stop, not everybody's going to run a Premier, not everybody's going to run RTS. And so like, how do we take this and design it across the board? And so that way it works with all of it. So like if you have plates right now, like I have probably like 6 plate carriers and I think 3 sets of plates, right? And my idea is like, how do I take these plates and move them into this carrier or that carrier or whatever have you, right? Like a lot of times plates are much more expensive. You can spend anywhere from $300 to $700 a plate, you know? What's up, McMaster, my bro? I am down with the syndrome. Nice. Absolutely. I saw one on sale for $450 and it was not well designed. Yeah, and that breaks my brain, you know, is like if we can make good stuff here. So what we'll probably do is like sell the carrier with the cummerbunds, like slick rig style. And then we'll sell all the accoutrement, right? The attachments, the extras, the little sauce in addition to, so that way it's like, I don't want that placard. Why are you selling it with that placard? I want to buy this placard. So you're not getting charged for anything else. And you can buy whatever extra things you want in the time that you have, right? Like if you can't afford, if you want to build this thing out to be a $500 rig, but you have $175 this month, like start there and then build it out, you know, over time, right? Yeah, we talked about doing a paracord. That was actually Ren's idea, which is pretty good. Like a paracord QD, like pew, like pulling it off that way or something like that. Thanks, Door Prepper. I have a satchel backpack that can definitely fit a plate in the front pocket. Yeah, that's actually why we have these, is for another project that I can't talk about right now. But y'all know what's up. You know we be working and stuff. You seem so tired. No, I just haven't been sleeping very well. It's all right. It would be nice if it integrated seamlessly with the saw rig. Yeah, it would. It would be super nice. What up, Badger? Yeah, and it should. Like, the whole idea is that, like, if you want to put a chest rig over this, like, no problem, right? If it's a micro rig, if it's a saw rig, if it's an H harness, if it's whatever, it should just go right over this because it's a slick plate carrier. It's very, very easy. Cody DM sent. I'll verify this things. Nice. I got it, bro. 10th Mountain. You're a gangster is what you are. Hell yeah, let's party, Cody. Trust issues. It's all right. What about quick release for the shoulder straps? So this is what we got right now. So like basically the way it works is like these tabs would be in the back, like so. It would be sitting. You can take it and pull it just like that, and it comes right off. So that way if you had to bail out, if you caught on fire or anything like that, which like some similar ones I've seen, like they go the opposite way, like you'd have to pull up or something like that. So trying to fix that problem. Yeah, but I mean, it's a process. What other cool stuff can we show them, Jen? She's like, nothing. Stop showing them this. You're killing me, Smalls. Don't drown. Drop the carrier. Yeah. Could radio made easy build a kit to fit in the Cummerbund like you did Wrangler Star, antenna for the carrier and such? 100%. I could talk to Evan about that. 100%. I could talk to Evan about that. Evan's a dope dude. He'd totally build that, and we would totally sell that. Sell the smoke out of that thing. And guys, remember, like the Cummerbund, we're building off the ankle rig, right? Like, more leaks from Bob, please. Yeah, I don't know. They're cranking right now. They're working on boo-boo kits and Bearfac inners, and then I think tomorrow or the next day we're working on OpFacs. Like, we're cranking over here. Pretty hardcore. Yeah, you guys want a blue floral plate carrier? Let me know. Let me know if you want a blue floral plate carrier. So I have the fabric for it. Yeah, Tommy, that's one of our ideas right now. Somebody wants approximately one blue floral plate carrier. It's okay, we made 100. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Trying to continue to design. We should probably have like some elastic TQ holsters and stuff like that coming too. Yeah, I know, ATAX, it's got I run that on mine, all right? This isn't a name brand one, but this is one that DR printed for me. But you gotta have, it's a thing. It is a thing. And so having that configuration for some tack. For you guys that don't know, ATAX is the Android Tactical Assault Kit. And it's an entire network, basically, like, that turns warfighting into a video game. No, you can, like, have all your maps, live streaming, live data, live chat, drone feeds, all that stuff. So if you have, like, a DJI drone, you can plug a feed into it and watch it right there while somebody else is operating it far away. You could like push intel back to somebody else. So like if we're doing a game of hide and seek, right? And I got like 4 guys that are looking for, you know, another 4 guys, and they're playing hide and seek. Like I send 2 guys out that way, 2 guys out that way. And these 2 dudes over here can push intel to these 2 dudes without hitting a push to talk or anything. It's all in a data network, which is pretty sick. ATAX mount, great for watching a live stream while you're rucking. It is. That's actually not true or not false. It's also easy. Like ATAX mounts are really cool if you like want to catch content like while you're training or something like that. It's very good for that too. What we got here? I'd still like to build a tactical corset for my sisters. We all store everything in the bras anyway. Yeah, just how could we use this? Like, could we literally just use this? Like, look at all this opportunity right here. Like, I'm in a tactical corset right now. That's like basically what this is, right? Like, look at me. I'm wearing a corset. Like that. And then you have like all these pouches here, right? And if you wear a dress, I don't know how that, guys, I'm a dude. You can believe it, I don't know much about corsets. I know that the chicks used to wear them. Stay pure, Bob, thank you. Looks like a back brace. That's what I said. I was like, this could work as a back brace. We got so many uses. It's so modular. Gosh, dang it. Stay in one lane, Bob. Stay in one lane. That cummerbund with a shelf for bosom support. Okay, guys. I'm gonna plead the fifth. I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. Yeah, and then just like trying to tie it in with like, is there pouches that we can make for helmets that are, you know, a little bit easier to use, that work with different sizes, maybe, you know, a little bit sleeker, stuff like that. I think that's kind of where we're going. If they still sell tactical black lace, I don't think they ever sold tactical black lace, brother. I don't think that was a thing. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. I missed it. And I'm glad I did. Ladies line, Refuge Maiden. I don't know, spitball. Yeah, the Refuge Maiden line. It's made in the USA. Thank you. I'll be here all week. That's against store, Bob. Yeah. Well. Ooh, Kentucky Anna Gunworks just came out with a really dope headband for comms. Oh, here we go. We're gonna start a swimwear line, guys. Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Are you selling tactical gear online? We sell a ton of gear online. Go to refugemedical.com. You can check us out. We've got the best damn tac med kits in the game. Head down, just staying to work. Right now we're developing a plate carrier. We got a couple other things in the work, but we sell a bunch of different kits. You gonna be the model? No, I'm not. I'm gonna stay pure. No. And we're not gonna have anybody model that, because that's not a very modest plate carrier, or not a modest bathing suit. I don't know that that's the vibe we're really going for. Hey, you'll have that, Brandon. You'll have that on those big jobs, dude. Just take it as a compliment. That's what I do. Do you all sell BVMs? Yep, sure do. Britt, we sell BVMs, right? Every day. Every damn day. Bag valve mask. Yeah. So, I mean, we're continuing on. Got some Cobra buckles in, so we can mess with stuff like this. I don't know that we'll go that route, though. Talked about just making a belt, like a decent belt. Because, I mean, we got the sew shop, why not? Awesome, won't have to bleach my eyes, yeah. Hey, go ahead and come off Brandon's house. He's getting a little sussed out right now. I got you, Brandon, we're good. I don't know, guys. I've been live for about an hour here. I just wanted to hang out with you guys in the sew shop. But I think it's a pretty good fit, man. I think it could work really well. Any takes on T-Rex Arms? Been following them for a while. I love T-Rex Arms. I think they're an awesome company. I think they make dope shit. I think they stand for awesome stuff. I'd love to work with them someday. I look up to both the Isaac Bros a lot. I learned a lot from them on how they do business. You know, someday, man. If the Father wills it, you know, that's up to Messiah. That's not up to me. But I really like them a lot. I like their products. I have quite a few of their products. I've run their holsters a lot. I've run their plate carrier. I've run what else? Like I would just get stuff from them to support them. Like I got my shot timer from them and stuff. Might reach out to Lucas to get on his show. Yeah, I don't know that I'm really big enough for all that, buddy. Yeah, I love that Lucas is also like a civilian dude that's just like does good work and doesn't really care. Like he just like he has a patch. He says if you shoot, you shoot. And I get that. Yeah, they're unapologetic in their beliefs how T-Rex operates, and we're the same way, dude. Like we don't work for y'all, we work for him, right? That's how it is. Yeah, and it's just like you either get it or you don't, right? And he doesn't pretend to be something he's not, and that's cool. Because a lot of people get caught up in imposter syndrome out here, and they're like pretending to be something, and everybody wants to be like CAG or Delta, and it's like, dude, settle down, be you. That's who the Father made you to be. Like special operations equipment's a great example of that too. SOE, dude never served, wasn't law enforcement. Like he just makes dope shit, and he hangs out with dope people, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. I was on the phone with like a huge influencer in Marine Recon, bro, yesterday for an hour, like just chatting, talking about dope shit we can do together. And he wasn't like, oh, well, you didn't serve in the Army or you didn't serve in this. Who cares? If you do it, you do it, you know? Yeah, fluster clock. That would suck. I spam T-Rex's chat all the time. Yeah. Chad Prather, I believe, Daniel, is who TJ's going to be on. Imposter syndrome is when you don't feel like you fill your own shoes, not when you pretend to be someone you're not. Oh, maybe it just seems like maybe I have a misdefinition of imposter syndrome. Yeah, absolutely, Big Timber. Yeah, I think everybody should just be who they were created to be. The Father only made one of you, and so you're probably needed. I agree, Dano. Just politics using up good men. Do you have an attachment system to attach the pot kit to the back of a ballistic helmet with a tearaway? No. And I've never even thought about that until you just said that. And I probably wouldn't do that. Like, realistically. Not that you can't. You can do whatever you want with your gear. I don't think the pot kit would work as good as maybe the OpFac inner. I don't know. That's pretty big, dude. Like, yeah, that's pretty big. I don't think that would work. Isn't the pocket just an SOB inner? It is. It's not just an SOB inner. It is an SOB inner. I mean, like, majority of the time, people are reserving the back of their helmets as a counterbalance, and they're not deploying stuff out of it. Like, your battery pack, maybe a chem light or two, or some weights. Because, like, you don't want to be fumbling around with stuff back here. Like, all I have back here is literally just a battery pack. Like, you don't want to be messing with stuff too much in there. What's up, Super Cracks? Adding weight to the head isn't good. Yeah, it's not, like, you want a counterweight. Like, you want something to have this helmet sit forward, especially if you're running night vision up here. Like, that night vision gets heavy, like, on the front. So you want something to, like, help down here. But, like, if you already, maybe a pound, right? Like, that's a good amount of weight right there, buddy. That's a good amount of weight. So something to think about. France, hey man, just ordered the field medic kit. The website says 2-week lead time. Is that 2 weeks ship date or 2 weeks to delivery? Usually 2 weeks to delivery, but it's sometimes faster. We just put that in there as like a little cushion for ourselves to build it out and stuff, because it's a pretty intense kit to build out. They built a bunch of field medics today, actually. You guys want to go see? You can go look in a second. What we got? I get the Civ tactical stuff. I don't pretend to be military. I just wear multicam. Yeah, I'm moving away from a lot of my multicam stuff anyways. I like multicam. It's got the drip. It's just not everybody. I just don't want to look like everybody else. Like, who's that guy? Shoot the guy in multicam. Which one? You know, like. And what's the name of your Bible study channel? Across the Table with Bob on YouTube. We do Bible studies every Wednesday. Sometimes we do them a little bit more often. So Across the Table with Bob. Bob, this is basically what I've been looking for. Having the ability to rip away pouches quick to be mission specific, i.e. riot intervention. Are you talking about like on a plate carrier, on a kit, on a back panel, on... You want to cover your body with hook and loop and just be like a bunch of pouches and just start throwing stuff? Like, what do you want? So I'm super interested in that. Yeah, I like Woodland. M81's God's camo. I also just like to mismatch. Like, I'm kind of in the flannel gang. Like, I really like wearing flannels, and like flannel and black and Ranger green seem to go really well for me. Heck yeah, brass catcher. I really like the idea of kit with back support. I'm getting older, might be looking for knee braces soon as well. Yeah, dude. This new Cummerbund is gonna have some serious back support. It'll be pretty sick. M81 is the drippiest of all camo. I don't disagree. It's just everyone says that and then no one buys the M81 stuff. Because usually people that say drippy, and this isn't personal because I'm saying it too, usually the people that say drippy can't afford a bunch of good gear. It's not a stereotype. Yeah, Tiger Stripe goes hard. That's why I like the Origin camo. Borderline genius idea. M-Lock IFAK to your rifle. Yeah, dude. We had a kit that would go to the buttstock of your rifle. We sold 4 of them. And mainly because, like, if you really are into it, like if you're into gear and you're into tactical stuff, like if you have a rifle, you probably have a light. Right? If you have a rifle, you probably have an optic. If you have an optic, you probably have iron sights. If you have iron sights, you probably have a light. If you have a light, you're probably then going to move to some sort of foreguard, handguard, something like that, right? After you have a foreguard, handguard, something like that, you're probably going to go to a sling, right? And not in specific order here, right, guys? Like, after you have a sling, you're probably going to be looking into gear, and then you're going to get a bunch of gear. And if you get night vision, then you're going to have a laser. And then if you have a laser, you're going to have a pressure pad. And if you have a pressure pad, you're going to have multiple wires. So, like, you see how shit just starts piling up. And then, like, do you have a suppressor? Are you running are you running a short suppressor? Are you running a long suppressor? Like, what length gun do you have? Are you running a pistol or are you running a rifle? Did you go get a tax stamp and get an SBR? Like, all these things, right? And, like, dude, it's just, what was this like 5-pound thing just turned into like a 15-pound thing really fast, right? And like at that point, dude, we might as well just like load a Mosin to Gaunt, throw a bayonet on that bitch and start running. Because it's just heavy. Just run TQs on the stock. Yeah, I know a bunch of dudes that do that. I love it. I don't do that, but I'm not against it. I think that's a good idea. Personally, I have too much shit on my rifle, and I'm a super weird shooter. I switch shoulders a lot, and so it interferes with my sling. Belt kit to the stock. Yeah, that's the kit we run, is the belt kit to the stock, and it works. It works. Paladin, email me what you're looking for. What is your thought about drones from a 2A perspective? I think we should have them. I think we should have all the drones. I'm a 2A purist. I think everybody should have a Abrams tank. I think that, personally, I think that we should have an F-35 in the parking lot right now. Like, without even having a runway. I don't even think we should, like everybody should get a Black Hawk. Like, that's where I'm at. Just because a well-armed society is a polite society. I think drones are dope. We got some serious drone nerds here. We were talking about ATAC earlier and how they have plugins for different drones. I think modern warfare is here. If you're not paying attention to drones, like, you're asleep. If you're debating between 5.56 and 6.8 as your caliber, and you're not thinking about drones, like, congratulations, the PSYOP worked. Like, that, way more drones have killed dudes inside of Ukraine than rifles. Like, it's horrifying. It's horrifying. So jamming, detection, counter drone measures. I think everybody should be shooting skeet once a month right now. Everybody's like, look at me clear this room. I'm like, you should be practicing skeet shooting. Because I'll tell you right now, there's going to be a bunch of duck hunters that are going to make it through this shit. Because they're awesome at skeet shooting targets. And so everybody should go to 25-inch barrels with a number 10 birdshot. Yeah, not matching is the thing. Cans are cool. I think cans are also extremely overrated. The gas, the lead exposure, the heat, it's kind of sucky. Tommy Guptill, barrel and hatchet is dope. I love those dudes. Do you guys have tactical helmets? No, we don't, but if you're looking for a specific type, I can hook you up. I got discounts in the industry. Both Kevlar and bump. Trying to go name brand or off brand, what's your budget, all that stuff. My entire office and garage is the description, Bob. Is this description, Bob? Thank you. I feel like shit again. Brandon, it's not an attack at you, dude. Same. Like, we gotta change our perspective, dude. The world evolves, right? TACMED evolves. Everything, it changes, right? It's fluid. And so, like, we need to, like, yes, nylon is important. You should have some nylon for you. You should have some nylon for your family. You should have some nylon for your family or your friends. Have some extra gear. That's good. Like, we should all really be working on becoming nerds right now. Like, really, because the dudes that are good at this, like, understanding the frequencies, understanding wavelengths, understanding detection, like, people are getting clapped by, like, 20-year-old 70-pound kids in a shed somewhere, and that sucks. Somebody needs to specialize in tactical drones. They are. It's called DJI. And the government's trying to ban them right now, which should tell you something. If they're more worried about drones than they are rifles, that should tell you something. Pay attention. Skeet with a rifle is a different game. Yeah, skeet with a rifle is pretty impossible. Any recommendations on helmet? Ops cores are really dope. Windies are really great. Redemption Tactical makes a good one. This is a Redemption Tactical. I also have an Ops core that I run. But Redemption Tactical has a good ballistic helmet for a good price, but it's not made here. So if you're like, it's gotta be made here, like, then sorry, Charlie. Yep, that absolutely is true, Savage Hunter. All DJI drones are getting tracked right now. Unless you build your own. The FAA required all drones. So unless you're building your own, which I have no idea how to do, and I'm just not smart enough. Maybe someday. Today's not that day though. Hobby shops for the win. That's what we should do. We should start making really good friends with all the hobby shop owners. That's a strategic initiative right there. What is your take on hardhead veterans helmets? I like them. I don't like the M-Lock thing, but I really like hardheaded veterans as a company. And maybe I don't like the M-Lock thing because I'm married to the standard rail and I should evolve, you know? But I've got some homies over at Hardheaded Veterans. We're actually doing a thing that we've worked with them before. We did them with a giveaway. They're really cool. Make all their stuff in Texas. They spent a shite ton of money to bring all their manufacturing on US soil, which is super dope. Yeah, just wondering, RM hiring? I don't know. We've gone back and forth about bringing more people on right now. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the economy is super cool right now. It's very much economy-ing. I have one person in specific that's often in this chat, actually. I don't think he's here right now, that I'm seriously thinking about hiring. I don't know. We have a couple of big stuff in the works, and if those things go through, then yes, we will be. But I mean, I'm always open to look at a resume. If you have a really good resume to like make sense for us to hire you, then it might be like copacetic, you know? Hobby shops and 3D printers. Yup. Talk to the tech nerds coming out of college. Maybe I would rather talk to the tech nerds that didn't go to college because they were too nerdy. To be honest, like college seemingly nowadays is like an indoctrination program. Oh, did I say that? Probably not, Roger. I would like to not get raided in the middle of the night. Yeah, there's a reason that nobody's done that. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, that's like borderline illegal. The only company that's coming close to doing stuff like that is IWA, and I don't even understand that company. Like, TJ and I talk all the time, and we're like, I'm pretty sure that's a big honeypot. I mean, their stuff is dope. It's awesome. Yeah, a cargo delivery box. Yeah. Okay. And that, what was that auto seer that was a picture mount that hung on the wall that dude is in prison for now? Board American, is there any update on the plate carrier? That's what this whole conversation's been about. Check it out, bro. Hold on. I'll show you. Meep. Stand by to stand by. Standing by to stand by. Meep, moop, meep. I need to take the plates out of this one and put them in the black one because that's technically a better mock-up. Yeah. So here we go. This is Gen 1 here. I messed with the shoulder pads so they're not fitted directly right now. But the idea being it's all elastic here. So you got different pockets that you can put different stuff. If you want to put the smoke in there for airsoft. Looking at you, Fed boys. You can do that. I'll put a radio in there, and we're gonna change some stuff on the Cummerbund. We learned today, we're like, oh yeah, that doesn't work. You can do that. It's a quick look, kind of where we're at with it. And then we're gonna have our placard here soon. So we'll check that out. So yeah, it's pretty sick. It's very, very slick. And that's the whole idea, is like, run it under a jacket or under a flannel, and yeah, it's different than the AC1, dude. It's built off our ankle rig. This deploys down. The AC1 doesn't do that. And our attachments will be different. But I mean, it's also similar to the Slickster rig that whatchamacallit is building, Faro Concepts. Like that's the thing, guys, is there's only so many ways to skin this cat. And this isn't coming to market right now. We still got some changes we're gonna be doing to make it a little bit mo better. Do you need a product tester for that vest? I don't know. Maybe I'll send one out to you. Right now we're just in the beginning stages. Looks sick. Price. I'm trying to keep it around 150 bucks. That's my goal. Maybe it's definitely sub 200. Would a placard that has moly webbing on the back create too much bulk? No, so we looked at making some of these here. So this has got moly laser cut here, right? Like this could definitely be something that we run as an attachment, and then this could just go on the front like so, right? And then you have your moly. In theory, you could do the same exact thing for the back. And so this is a cheap radio. I don't actually know. This is like a prop radio. It's a Baofeng. I think this is like one of their 10-watt ones.
Frequency mode.
Oh yeah, that's a Baofeng. You can tell. I don't know that this is a good radio. I don't know that this is a bad radio. I don't know anything about this radio. We're using this radio because it's the same size as an L3 Harris, and I don't have an L3 Harris, and I'm not spending $3,000 on an L3 Harris to get one milsurp. So this works in regards to like, okay, there we go. Flip it in, same size. There you go, Board American knows. Even a flex antenna is gonna get in my left or right shoulder pocket. Well, there's a bunch of different pockets you could put the radio in, buddy. Like there's pockets all along here, right? So you could do it a bunch of different ways. And then we're talking about doing like routing tabs, which will look like, hold on. Basically, like you'll get a bunch of these tabs, and then they'll loop like so. And instead of like sewing them in, because a lot of people sew them into the carriers, instead of doing that, like what we'll do is we'll give you a bunch of tabs so you can kind of install them wherever you want. So like if you're like, okay, I'm gonna route my radio here, right? And then you can route your radio with these cable management tabs. So yeah, a lot of design goes into this stuff, a lot of time. It's just going to be a carrier. Just a carrier? Paul, this is an American-made plate carrier that's not sucky, that's going to be at a good, affordable, entry-level price. It's going to be a lot of things, to be honest. We're going to try to build a whole system off of it. Are you going to make mag pouches? Yes. Yes, we are. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4 versions on the table right now. Yo, you need to put 2 loops on that, not 1. Well, yeah, it's not gonna have, like, the whole thing is you're gonna get a bunch of these tabs. You could put 6 loops on one shoulder if you wanted to. And you could put it doesn't have to go just right there, right? Like anywhere, because the whole thing is like be modular. It's like if you wanted to like run it right here and do a loop like that, then you can, right? And you can loop it in there. Like the whole idea is like modularity in the system. And so trying to make it so you can get a pack of these, right? So probably 10 or something like that, maybe of different lengths and stuff like that. Because it's easy, it's cheap, you know, and you guys don't have to spend a ton of money. I meant comes without plates. Yeah, right now we're not planning on selling plates just because a lot of people already have plates. Are you gonna make med kits that fit in the mag pouches? Yes, 100%. And so that being said, we're testing it with a bunch of different plates right now. Like level 4s, level 3s, ceramics, composites, steel, if you're still running steel plates, may the Lord have mercy on your soul. But you know, all these different things, whatever it may be. Yeah, we're gonna make med kits that fit in the pouches. Probably like a couple like just little mag size kits. I remember this is like birthed off of the ankle rig, right? Like take ankle rig, has cummerbund, right? So you could technically build it out same exact way and have 2 ankle rigs on you. Also, all of you, if you have an ankle rig, I'm gonna be doing a video on this. A lot of carriers come with plates is why I asked. I'm sorry, nobody pick on Paul. Stop being mean to Paul, guys. Paul's my friend, and I was just joking with Paul, okay? Don't be mean to Paul. We might start carrying plates. It really depends. I don't want to hold a lot of inventory and stuff right now. Yes, Board American, they do. They're rarely in stock, but they totally do. Something T and I talked about is like having basically a tray that would open up or something similar to that, or maybe a roll, right, like that, and then it goes in a mag pouch. But I don't know. Next one to pick on Paul gets it. We'll come through the phone. Yeah, it depends on what company, dude. Not like a lot of the name brand companies, they don't come with plates. Some of them do. Redemption Tactical sells a kit that does come with plates. What's that other one? AR 500 sells one with plates. You know, it depends. Yeah. But if you guys have questions, or if you guys have, you know, like concerns over time, feel free to hit us up. Any plate recommendation? Just make sure they're NIJ tested. Make sure that they're actually testing their plates. Premier Armor makes some good ones. Hesco's awesome. Shot Stop. I'm running some Shot Stops right now. They're super light. They're expensive. Plates are hard because they expire. And they do actually expire. So RTS is another one that's making some good composite plates, or maybe they're doing ceramic. I can't remember. You know, do some research that works for you. What were you saying about the ankle kit? That's what we're used to design the Cummerbund. It's the ankle kit. And then this will work really well as a car visor kit. I did that yesterday, and I was like, dude, thread this sucker through the back of your visor and then fold it over, and it hangs perfectly on your visor, and just close it. Awesome. Awesome. Hoplight's awesome. Battle Steel is pretty good. I don't recommend steel plates to anybody, because go set a piece of paper, like go set a ream of paper down under a steel target and shoot the steel target. And you'll learn real quick why we don't like steel plates. I want whatever is happening not to shrapnel the bullet and spalled. I want it to absorb it as much as it can. So that way I don't have a bunch of shrapnel right here, because my jugulars are right there, and my, you know, esophagus, throat. Ace Link level 4 fits. I don't know. I don't have an Ace Link here. I've got some Texas company. Maybe Redemption Tactical. Oh, okay. They're not steel. These are Redemption Tacticals. These are level 4. These are out of Utah. These are so heavy. So heavy. versus these suckers here. These are so much lighter. I think these are level 3 though. Yeah, these are 3 plus. But, you know, different widths, as you can see. Testing different ones. These were smoked around. Somebody smoked. So, yeah. Yeah, it's fragments from the bullet, or there could be even chipping of the steel, depending on what you get, what it gets hit by. Yes, David, I agree. I'm not going to show that comment, but I agree with you. All right, guys. I got to go get back to work because I'm not doing anything now. But I love y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for your insights. We're going to keep working on this, building it out to be different, unique, cool, our own thing. And, yeah. Shalom, shalom. Have a great day. We do have a really cool tourniquet deal, like a tourniquet sale that's going to be launching at the end of the night. So if you're not subscribed to the newsletter, you need to subscribe to the newsletter because we're going to put a bunch of tourniquets on sale. So like it's a great time to grab extra TQs. You can never have too many TQs. So look for that. Yes, get level 4 armor. Get level 4 armor, David. There's a reason we make it. Yes, get level 4. 20-inch barrel, green tip, right through 3+. All right, shalom, shalom.